Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I'm your host, your YouTube Messiah, and often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious, and we are going over SummerSlam was in Brooklyn, New York, and now, overall score for the show, I don't know, because it's kind of tricky there, because I thoroughly enjoyed the show, but I walked in there with an open mind and looking for different, and looking at expecting different things than other people. Honestly, and I'm not trying to say this in a negative way, so I'm sorry if it sounds it, but I think TakeOver put on such a high caliber show that it kind of drowned out SummerSlam, you know? But, hey, that's just me and my humble opinion. What do I know, right? Anyways, on with the show. First matchup on the show was in the pre-show trios match. Miz and his flunkies, the Miztourage, going against Jason Jordan and the Hardys, was rematch from earlier in the week on Raw. And what sucks is, honestly, well, two things. One, the Hardys were set to do get my damn words right. The Hardys were set to go against the Revival, but Scott Dawson tore his bicep, so he's going to be out. Speculations on that are at least until November or December. So, that sucks. Also, you could see the writing on the wall building up for it. Jason Jordan and Miz for the Intercontinental at SummerSlam, which honestly, I think if that was the case, Jordan was going to win. And not just win, but carry it and have that smug, brash attitude, you know? Now, I'm not saying he needs to be like that snide, cocky heel, you know, but honestly, you could just see it on him. When he gets those wins and he has that big grin on his face, you could just see the like, behind the veil on it. It's like arrogance, man. You could just see the arrogance coming off of him. Just waiting to ooze out of him on that. Now, anyways, on with this match. Hardys, they started out pretty good, you know, quick in and out tags. Now, the faces, Jordan and the Hardys, they were controlling the match for pretty much the most part. Matt wound up pretty much being the punching bag, but Jordan got in the hot tag, and when he did, man, he cleared house, you know. Glad to see that they're running with Jordan on this, honestly, and, I hope nothing but the best for him with all of this. Match wound up coming to an end, though. Jordan sets it. He hoists Miz up like he's getting ready to go and do like an angle slam. And, no, it wasn't Miz, I'm sorry. It was, Dallas or Axel, actually. I'm sorry on that part. That was brain fart on my end. He sets up Axel for what looks like the angle slam. Miz does a blind tag. Next, comes in, boom, hits skull crushing finale. He gets the win, 1, 2, 3. So that was very much so shocking finish. Figured Hardys and Jordan were gonna get that, but perfectly okay with that outcome, Excuse me. Next matchup was Cruiserweight action for Neville going against Tozawa being the Cruiserweight champion. And now, Tozawa, he was leading in and he was in good control on it before they had to go and do like the quick 15 to 30 second ad break. When they came back, Neville, he was in control for a good bit. Tozawa, he started to mount up a small comeback though, and he started setting things up for the finish. Just as he was getting things ready for the finish, he went up for the senton, comes down, Neville, boom, puts his knees out, catches him. Next thing you know, Neville racing like he's on the clock here, sorry, getting my words fucked up again. Sets Tozawa up, next thing you know, hits the red arrow, 1, 2, 3, so now he is the champ again. And not only that, now not only that, now he gets to go and run around saying on how he's a 2-time Cruiserweight champion, you know? Excuse me. Now next up after that we got tag team action. The Usos going against the New Day for New Day's tag titles. This one, the New Day, they started out good, you know, and Usos, they just started to take up control for the match right before the break. Right before they did another 15 to 30 second break. After that, oh my god, this match was beautiful. I don't ever want to hear anyone complain about a match being on the pre-show again after seeing this one. Because honestly, you know, no matter what, one, you're getting a payday being on the show, being on the pay-per-view itself, you know. Can't really bitch about that. And two, for the love of God, this match was amazing. So many near finishes, so many quick in and out tags between everyone. Just action non-stop. You know, Big E got the hot tag in, you know, started clearing house. And, you know, and it was at one point to where it looked like Big E was getting ready to go and do a suicide dive. Next, you know, Uso 2, I think it was, boom, popped him with a super kick, stopped him. And then eventually Big E did one, and just, whoa! I ain't never thought I'd see a 300-pounder go through there like that. But either way, match wound up coming to an end when they wound up cornering Woods. Usos wound up nailing a whole bunch of super kicks to him, and then eventually did double superfly splash 1, 2, 3. So they are now the SmackDown Tag Champs again. So there's that. Now, next matchup on the show. Now on to the main show. We got Cena going against Baron Corbin. And big thing that confuses me on this more than anything was just on how, like, right before Corbin's music starts, you get, ooh, alrighty then. Okay, maybe not that part, but we had but you had the monks doing, ooh, you know, just, the hell? I mean, what's he supposed to be, like the modern day Undertaker, just not appealing, or what? But as far as the match goes, Corbin literally was on Cena every which way, shape, and form, non-stop on him. Problem with Corbin was it was literally the same thing he did over and over. You know that whole run to the outside, swing around the post, come back in, and then clothesline super fast thing. That was what he was doing. He did it the first time, boom, took Cena down. Cena started to get ready again, mount some comeback, came out, did it, boom, wound up getting caught by Cena that time. But yeah, Corbin just was on him non-stop, like 99.9% of it. And then next thing you know, Cena wound up hitting the AA and win. Not much of a shocker. He wound up getting an AA out of nowhere. Yeah, not much of a shocker, folks. So yeah, next matchup we got next matchup now, Natalya going against Naomi. Now, Naomi, she was leading off, nice, good, and strong. Natalya was pretty much all over her though, like, you know, like she was going after her, like any type of move she was going on, she was going to try and get around it, you know. It was nice, good back and forth, you know, and that's what I like to see when I watch a match, you know. I don't like to see one side dominate for the most part and then the other side win, right? And then the other side mount the comeback and win, you know. Like to see back and forth action with it. But I had nice, good back and forth. Match came to an end. Natalya, she wound up locking in the sharpshooter, which honestly, I'm gonna say it now, and y'all can hate me on it. And y'all can also leave all the comments you want down below on it. But for the love of God, Rock's sharpshooter looks better than hers. And Rock's sharpshooter looks sloppy as all hell. You know? Now, either way, Natalya won, she won, so now she's the women's champion for SmackDown. Okay. Now, next matchup. Big Cass going against Show with Enzo in a Shark Tank. Enzo, for whatever reason, came out, cut a big promo, trying to hype up how he's on how, you know, he's part of New York. Dude, you're not. You're from Jersey, okay? Not many good things come out of Jersey. My buddy I Am Danny Sunday is one of those few good things. That's really pretty much is the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. Either way though, as far as this goes, right at the beginning, Show, he was pretty much working one-handed, like he was keeping that one down, using his shoulder and his body on the one side, which was nice to see, you know, playing to it. But honestly, and brain is weird like that. The whole time he was doing it, all I kept thinking was the one main event back on Nitro when Hollywood Hogan was going against Giant after Giant had his hand broke, and JoJo Dillon wound up telling Giant he had to sign a waiver to be able to compete with his hand in a cast, and Hogan just kept working it and to the point to where he took it off. You know, and also honestly, having Show come out with his hand wrapped up in ace bandages after you say it's broken. I've had multiple breaks in both hands. There is no way any doctor within their right mind would just go and wrap it up in an ace bandage and go and put like a splint in there. No. No, he should have had a cast. Even if it was just like a cheap plaster of Paris one. You know, have him use it and then have him work it like Cowboy Bob Orton did. You know, just that would have made more sense. But either way, Cass started getting back, started focusing on the hand, started getting control. What pissed me off to no end is freaking Enzo, for whatever reason, kept yelling, "Yeah, we got this, we got this." No, dude, we don't. He does. You're in the cage. And for whatever reason, he started to strip down, grease himself up with baby oil, and then slide right out of the cage to go and try and go after Cass. Okay, here's my thing. Understand that they're trying to make the feud say that, you know, Enzo is so pissed that he's going after Cass at all costs, but doing that is just kind of making Enzo look more like the bad guy than Cass is, you know? I mean, if you're going to do that, if you're going to have Enzo interfere on Cass's matches, just have him do it in a way like that's in a face kind of way. Like, just walk down to the ring, not lay a finger on him, just be like, you know, just see, you know, run mouth, Lord knows he can do that. But don't have him actually physically interfere. Don't throw a punch, don't throw a kick, don't do nothing. But, hey, either way, match came to an end after Cass took out Enzo, who was laying on this end of the ring. Big Show, he gives a boot to his face, and then comes down, boom, drops an elbow on him, 1, 2, 3. That was it. Big Cass wins. Now, please, can we move him out of this and start just trying to build him to be like an actual giant? Next matchup, if you can even call it a match, was Randy Orton versus Rusev. Literally, just as Randy's in the ring doing his Adonis pose, Rusev comes out, sneaks him, slams him up against the stairs, tosses him back in. Just as the ref asks, "Randy, you okay? You okay? Can you compete?" He gets back up on his feet, bell rings, Rusev runs in, Randy moves around. Next thing you know, as soon as Rusev turns around, boom, RKO, 1, 2, 3. So, I'm not 100% certain, but I think that was the quickest match in SummerSlam history. Next matchup, Sasha Banks going against Alexa Bliss. And Now, real nice aggressiveness, you know, from the girls, you know. Real nice aggressiveness from the girls, you know. Liked seeing that. Bliss, she was in control. Sasha, she started to get a bit of a comeback going, you know, and started working on Sasha's shoulder. Which case, you know, that's with Sasha, given on how, you know, often they show her, like, saying that she got hurt, or tweaked this, or pulled that, or sprained this. You know, at this point, I'm pretty sure a gust of wind could break her apart, given on how much they did that. But either way, Sasha wound up getting the win via the bank statement after a bit of a tassel, after a bit of a fight, and Bliss literally threw a temper tantrum because she didn't get the 1, 2, 3 after hitting her finish. So that's what led to Sasha being able to get a comeback. And yeah, so all in all though, given Sasha's track record with the title, don't worry, she'll drop it almost as soon as possible. You know? Now, next matchup after that, we got Bray Wyatt going against Finn Balor, who came out with the demon paint, so he's back as the Demon King. And now this had nice, good psychology right off the start. Like, it was they were both trying to psych each other out to see who could do the more twisted shit. And it was just, you know, like Bray, he'd throw a shot. Come on! You know, it was just shit like that. Yep. Now, Finn was real aggressive at first, like, you know what, you motherfucker, you've been pissing me off for all this time, now I'm gonna finally whoop that ass. And just as Finn was starting to go good with it, next thing you know, boom, that's when Bray started to pick things up, started to get back in control on it, you know. But Balor, he wound up getting back into it, next thing you know. And probably the best part of it was, and this brought me back to like WrestleMania, was when Bray was doing his crab walk, Finn just got up and just looked at him like it was nothing. Same way Undertaker did his rise, and then just looked over at Bray like, you really think this is going to bother me, boy? And Bray was just like, and then stopped. Either way, after that, Finn took Bray down, set him up, hit the coup de grace, got 1, 2, 3. So, Balor is back. Hopefully, we're going to wind up seeing him put more so in the Universal picture at some point. Now, next matchup, tag team action again. Sheamus and Cesaro putting the tag titles on the line against Seth and Dean. And now, Seth and Dean, they kept the pace. They were pretty much setting the pace for the match. It was pretty good, you know. Pretty good right at the start, you know. Sheamus and Cesaro played to their strengths, which is that they're the power factors. They took to the power factor real quick, took down Seth and Dean real fast, you know. Took them over, wound up getting control. You know, now probably the best part of this match was, you know, people were starting to go and do the whole CM Punk chants, which, honestly, at this point, he could give two shits on if you chant for him. He could give two shits if you still watch the program. He's done. He went on. He moved on. Y'all need to also. Now, back to the matter at hand. Best part of it was, while people were starting to go and make yard, saying this was during the whole time, people were saying, oh, the show's been mediocre so far. It's been mediocre. Cesaro stole the show, hands down. Literally, stopped in the middle of the match, climbed out the ring, hopped over the barricade, went a good way in, grabbed the beach ball people were trying to toss around, came out and ripped it clean in half. You know, ain't no time for that. Ain't no one got to deal with that shit. You know, we ain't needing that. Great to see Cesaro doing that. Absolutely loved seeing that. You know, but, yep. Anyways, Seth and Dean, they started to mount the comeback, and huge flim-flam, ribberah, everyone going at it for a minute. Match came to an end, though. Seth wound up hitting the running knee wound up hitting a running knee to Sheamus, and then Dean, boom, Dirty Deeds, 1, 2, 3. So that is it. We got new tag champs, and not only that, Dean Ambrose is now cemented in legacy as the 14th Grand Slam champion. So yeah. Now, with that said, we now got the next match. Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Shane McMahon as the referee. Owens starts right attacking Styles right before the bell. Shane gets on him about that. You know, right after that, Styles started going after him. Styles started going strong. Owens wound up putting a stop to him on that, though. You know, this is what I was saying, you know. Nice back and forth action between both these guys. That's what I like seeing, you know. And also what I liked seeing was also on how Shane was willing to get in both guys' faces, which is nice to see, because with the special ref, they're either always straight down the middle, or they take one bump and then, I'm out of it for the match. No, Shane took two bumps from two different spots, and kept moving like it was nothing. You know, swear, after seeing Shane back in SummerSlam 2000, I think, and his match with Kurt Angle at King of the Ring, between those two plus his Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker, pretty sure Shane is like indestructible at this point. Like, you know, that and the fact that he survived a freaking helicopter crash. You know? But either way, yeah, Shane wound up getting two bumps at two different points in the match. One was from Styles by accident, and then the other was from Owens by accident. Both times were led to near wins for both guys, and Shane, God bless, you know, he stuck to his guns, stuck to on how he was to play it, calling it right down the middle, and got in both guys' faces like, listen, I'm only going to get in your shit if you get in mine. You know? You know, but match wound up coming to an end after a bit. Styles, he wound up hitting the stop. After Owens went to go do the pop-up powerbomb, Styles countered, wound up hitting the Styles Clash on him, and then got the 1, 2, 3. That was it. So Styles won. Now, next matchup, we got WWE World Title match. Shinsuke Nakamura going against Jinder Mahal. And this had a nice, slow, methodical pace to start out with. Like, okay, see, you know, and see like the little test kicks. You know, it was nice, good action. Liked seeing it, you know. You know, Jinder, he was controlling early on. You know, Shane wound up picking up the pace real quick, controlling the match. But match wound up coming to an end, though, when just as it looked like Nakamura was getting ready to set up the Kinshasa on Jinder, the Singh brothers came up, boom, hit a Kinshasa on both of them. Excuse me. And then Jinder, boom, threw him down with the Colossus, got the 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was fuming for a minute after it happened, and I was in shock, and I still am, over the fact that Nakamura lost. But, storytelling-wise, this is great for Shin, because it makes him look more hungry and more desired to want to have the title. Not only that, it puts all the fans that, and I'm talking all of them, like including those Smarky McSmarkertons that were pissed off saying, oh, that was a shitty finish, oh, the wrong person won, all that shit. Now that's making them foam at the mouth more at the fact that they want Nakamura as champion. That just set it up even more, you know? Now, next matchup and the main event of the night, it was Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title. Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. Match started. Brock just started working on Roman. Joe started working on Braun. They both clear the ring just as they're getting ready to they're staring each other down just as they're getting ready to go at it. Next thing you know, boom, Roman and Joe come out again. Next thing you know, and everyone, there was just, oh my God. Brock at one point wound up owning the ring, and it was just mayhem and chaos all over. It was like, pretty much like what Corey Graves was saying. Brooklyn got declared as a war zone that night during that match. Like, literally, Braun Strowman pretty much almost all but destroyed Brock Lesnar. Power slammed him, and, well, before I get into Braun's part, he probably the part that led into Braun destroying him, Joe had Brock on the outside, had him locked in the Coquita clutch, and then Roman came, running charge. Joe moved out the way and speared Brock through the timekeeper's barricade. And then after that, after a minute, Braun cleared house, took them both down, picked up Brock, and then gave him a running power slam through the Spanish table. And then after that, he put him through the SmackDown announce table. And then, if that wasn't enough, he literally picked up the German table and flipped it on top of Brock. So yeah, after that, then Brock got carried out via a stretcher. So then it wound up leading to all three of them, and, you know, after that, it was just them three guys. It looked like something out of one of the WWE games, just sheer, like, wreckage everywhere, you know, broken debris of whatever was around at that time. And it's just, gah. And, yeah, Braun really looked like he was getting the win. Next thing you know, Brock comes out of nowhere, comes running back down, clearing house, suplexes Joe, suplexes Roman, gets ready to go at it with Braun, starts to size him up, has him by the waist, getting ready to go and suplex him. Braun puts the brakes on, he has him, you know, Braun throws Brock over in the corner, comes at him. Next, you know, Brock winds up blocking in the Kimura, and it looks like he may have him for a minute. Joe stops that, and there was just non-stop mayhem all over, which was great to see. This is what you need when you have a big time match, you know. Now, and there was just near fall after near fall after near fall. Also, oh God, this was beautiful. The psychology in this match, hands down, each guy was hungry for the win, and each guy was pissed off and willing to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at their opponent to win. You know? Match came to an end though. Brock Lesnar wound up hitting an F5. I believe it was on Roman or Joe. One of them, I know that. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was Roman. Not 100% certain now, but either way. Brock wound up hitting an F5, scored the 1, 2, 3. Now, before all y'all start getting pissy saying, oh, well, Brock said he was going to leave. Yeah, we were going to say Brock Lesnar versus John Jones in UFC. Hold your horses there for a minute. Hold your horses there for a minute, bitch tits. Think about this for a minute. Bet on how much they hyped up on how Brock was going to leave. When has that ever not been a tell? Saying that a person is going to win, you know? You look at any career versus such and such match. 9 times out of 10, the person who's got their career on the line wins. Same case with this, you know? Anyways, that is it for this week's show, folks. So, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some other episodes. I'm also out there on Twitter at Tim Vicious, my other account Tim_Vicious. Also on that Facebook gimmick, Tim Ash. Do not forget to also look for all the info for the Dad Show. All the newest info on it is down below. And do not forget to follow all of these coolest cats right here on Twitter. Axel Mulligan, make sure y'all check out Axel's newest project, Wrestling Review, where they talk about British and European wrestling. Sunday segue. My co-host for the Dad Show, I am Danny Sunday, and my executive producer for this show, Oliver Ben, who provided the music for this show. Make sure y'all check him out. He's out there on iTunes, Spotify, and such. Also, hit him up for one of these Ollie Rewind shirts. Show some love and support to the man. Cranky asshole Aaron_DeVore, as well as Dazzy MWT over at Max Wrestling Podcast. And folks, like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck you.